Hello, Librans, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to Nitahealing. Today I'm doing your weekly reading for all Librans out there from November 17th through the 24th. So this is your weekly reading. I've already blessed and cleansed your space. We're just going to thank the gods and goddesses, angels and archangels for their love, guidance, and their blessings, and to please give us clear, accurate, easy to understand answers. All right, we're just going to pull 3 cards from my tea leaf bag. See what Spirit has to say for you for the week. All right, so we've got Tulip, great passion. Ooh, so great passion between you and others, or just great passion in the work you do, your creative endeavors. You're just going to feel very passionate, right? Then we got Bat. Take care. Enemies are working against you. Be careful. Keep an eye out. Kind of like a bat. Have that sonar going. Because people are trying to maybe do things behind your back. Then we've got Cup. You should accept valid criticism. Sometimes it's hard to do, when people are trying to give us advice, we kind of take offense to that. But just try to keep an open mind this week. If anybody tries to give you any kind of advice or anything. Take one more, Spirit. Okay, we'll take 2 more. All right, so we've got ignoring. Looks like you may be ignoring somebody. Somebody could be trying to get a hold of you, and you're just like, whatever, I don't care. Then you got legal issues, court, judges, immigration, lawyers, etc. You could be going through a court battle, maybe dealing with some kind of legal issues, or somebody around you. I feel like they could be dealing with some legal issues or court or judgment or anything like that. Yeah, maybe this person that was ignoring things from the past is coming back to haunt them, and now they're dealing with legal issues here. We've got groupie. It looks like you've got a bunch of people that are interested in you. They want to be your groupies. Then we've got talking shit. Somebody's talking crap about you. Well, how does that saying go? Loose lips sinks ships. I don't know if I said it right. But, people talk a lot of crap all the time. And they just do. They just do. You can't stop everybody from saying what they're going to say. So just let them talk. Whatever. Then you got your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. Stay true. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your commitments. Maybe you're just being tested in general and you're wondering what the hell is going on or why things are weird right now. I do know that Mercury is retrograding right now. And when Mercury retrogrades, things get turned upside down, basically. Marriage, you are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. If you are not married, you may be getting proposed to, or you may be thinking about proposing. But pick one. Pick one. Because you got some groupies here. But you are attracting emotional fulfillment, love, joy, happiness, renewal of a relationship if you are with somebody. Then you got miracles. Like, believe in miracles. There's 2 rainbows there. I love that. I believe in miracles. That song is in my head. I believe in miracles. Okay, so we are going to start with your tarot reading. I do feel like you may have been having some kind of issues with maybe your finances, or maybe had a little bit of fog brain lately. Maybe you've had some poor judgment lately, but open up your imagination and dream big, right? Oh, I like that. Brand new beginnings by the end of this week for you. Then we've got, wow, look at this. We've got balance restored, resolution, Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords normally is about like maybe picking a path or making a like clear decision because you may have been blocked or there may be a stalemate or some sort of indecision or you're at a crossroads. But with this card, I do like that it says that balance is being restored and there is a resolution that is coming from that. That is amazing. So things will be balanced once again by the end of this week. So maybe things have been crazy these last couple weeks, but it seems like things are going to be balanced once again by the end of this week. Yeah, and we've got the Temperance for balance. Wow. There's a lot of balancing acts here. So things are clearing up by the end of this week for you. There is some sorrow, or there has been some sorrow, or somebody around you is maybe sad or hurt, or they have some kind of heartache. Maybe there's been some kind of betrayal. But this card is about releasing and healing, right? It's about transformation. It's about letting go, not hanging on to that sadness and sorrow. Where you've got in the situation position here, we've got unfulfilled expectations. Maybe your expectations were too high. Sorry about the glare, you guys. Maybe your expectations were too high. And I know every time that I have high expectations about people or things and they don't turn out the way I expected them to, I get super disappointed, super sad. So I've learned not to have, I've learned to just have low expectations about everything. So that way, if things don't turn out, I'm not super upset because it's almost like, I expected that, right? So I try not to have my expectations so high. It does say, unfulfilled expectations, but with the Five of Cups, this is kind of about, again, maybe some loss or some grief, or maybe you've been disappointed these last few weeks or months. It's almost like being stuck in the past, or you're constantly just upset about things that have happened to you before, and you're not really realizing that, hey, there's still more to come. You just can't see it. And then you got Temperance, right? It says Temprayer on here, but this is a Temperance card. And there's a bunch of flames around her here, but it's almost like she's protecting herself and building up this like whirlwind of protection, right? And then there's this rainbow here. Rainbows always are a sign of hope, right? Renewal. The renewing after the rain or after the storm. So if things have been going on or happening these past few weeks, I do feel like balance is going to be restored to you by the end of this week, or you're going to start to let go of a lot of that grief or disappointment or emotional hurt that you've been feeling these past couple weeks. Sometimes you have to go through the fire, to be reborn, kind of like the phoenix rising, you know, um, and not give too much of yourself or too much of your emotions into the past. You need to start thinking about and planning for the future because the past is gone. We can't change what's happened, right? All we can do is be in the here and now, in the present, in the today, and then look forward to the future and stay positive, right? In the challenge position, you do got the Ten of Swords here. It says healing and second chance. Maybe you're giving somebody else a second chance. Maybe somebody else is giving you a second chance. But it's been very difficult, right? And the Ten of Swords are like some big ending, or something needs to end, or there needs to be some sort of like surrender or release. But this is all about, again, transformation, right? Recovering from what's happened, healing from it, gaining something brand new, looking to the positive. And this could be financial gain that you could, receive in the future here. But maybe you had to end a job, or maybe it ended up abruptly, or this could be a relationship that ended abruptly that, you could be getting a second chance on, or spirit is trying to give you a second chance. And people are coming in to help with the Three of Pentacles. But you are gaining something new. You're either going to get a new job, or you're going to meet your soul partner, your soulmate, or twin flame even. I'm having a hard time talking. Yeah. It's like no more worry. Things are going to fall into place as they're supposed to, right? In the past, recent past, you've got the Hermit card. So you may have been taking some time out. This says wisdom of solitude. So sometimes when you take some time out and you go within, you gain some insight, right? You gain some wisdom when you're in meditation, or when you're just sitting peacefully and quiet. You start to see things, or see things in a new light. You gain some new energy. You have clear breakthroughs or new ideas that come to mind. And these new ideas could be you cutting things out that no longer belong, right? It's about you making clear decisions about letting someone or something go that no longer fits in your life. It's like that puzzle piece that just doesn't fit. You need to find the one that fits, and maybe you need to let that go for now, right? Or let those thoughts go that are invading your mind when you're alone. Cut those negative thoughts out, the negative feelings, and gain some new insight, some new truths. And aces are always a beginning. So it's the beginning of communication, thinking clearly. If you felt like any kind of brain fog, that will be lifted. In the present situation, you've got it looks like the King of Earth, King of Pentacles. It says conception. And there again, there's like another rainbow. I love that there's like rainbows all over in your deck here, in your reading, in your deck, in your reading. I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rainbows. That's a lot of rainbows in your reading. So this is like brand new beginnings, new hope, birth of something new, right? This is wealth and success, having prosperity, gaining that financial wisdom, right? Taking better care of yourself. And you've got dreams of chance here with the Three of Wands. I like that. Dreams of chance. This is definitely some kind of opportunity. You may be launching something new. You may even get a new job to become the leader of that company, or a new position to be the boss, or just a higher paying job, or you may meet somebody that is a earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You may meet somebody new and they could be a earth sign and have these traits. Somebody that's very connected to the earth and nature, or they love to be outside in nature. They like to maybe go camping or hunting or fishing, or, just outside playing sports like basketball or, golf. Dreams of chance. So you could meet this person by chance. But this is definitely something that started, that's brand new, something that's just beginning. And you may have been, asking for it if it's a job. Maybe you've been asking Spirit for it. And Spirit's like, okay, here you go. Dream big, right? Because chances of those dreams coming true can actually happen for you. Then you got the Fool and the Empress for your outcome for the end of the week. I like that you got the Fool and then you got the Empress, because the Fool is basically, it says spontaneity and taking chances. You just need to take a chance. So if it's about a person, if you're single, if you're looking for someone new, take a chance on that. Take a leap of faith. Put yourself out there, right? Talk to your friends. Hey, do you have any single friends? You know, if you're already with a person and this could be something completely different, this could be about a new project or a new job, dream big. Start that creative project. Apply for those jobs that you think you might not get. Apply for that promotion because you just might get it, right? You never know until you try, right? But it'll never come to you if you don't try, if you don't take that leap of faith, or if fear is holding you back, right? If you're thinking, no, I might not be able to get in, or maybe I'm not good enough. No, take those thoughts out. Trust in yourself. Trust in the possibilities. Trust in the universe, because this is a brand new beginning for you. It's it's zero. So it starts brand new, right? It's a very beginning. And then you got the Empress. This is about you taking better care of you, loving you for you, right? And it could take up to 9 months to fully manifest completely, or to become everything that you ever dreamed of and ever wanted. But I do feel like by the end of this week, you're going to start looking at yourself completely different, right? You're going to start seeing things in a whole new light by the end of this week. The energy will be cleared and things will be balanced again, right? Because you believed in you. You trusted in yourself. You know you can do these things. You know you deserve these things. Stay hopeful. Stay positive. All right, Spirit, what else for my Librans? Okay, wow. And then you got Sweet Success that fell upright. We'll read this one in a second. Sweet Success. It is not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. Get what you want. Yes. You are a master manifester. You're very powerful. You can get whatever it is that you want, and you can achieve every goal as long as you set your mind, your focus, and your action to it. You have to take some action on it. And then you got Star Power. Wow. Become an influencer of the company and earn fame, popularity, step into the spotlight. I told you, you're very powerful. You're a bright, shining star. You're an earth angel, and you came here for a reason. Take your power back and be that bright light that you were meant to be. Okay, Spirit. What else? What else? Oh, all right. Parents. So this is about your parents, whether they're living or whether they have passed. But parents symbolize the foundation and support in our lives. Dreaming of parents reflects your deep connection to family, nurturing, caring, and growth. It reminds you that family energy influences your life, whether through support or unresolved emotional bonds. The dream may call you to reflect if you've been dreaming of your parents. It may call you to reflect on your relationship with family and how it shapes your current path. Yes, we are our parents, right? You know, how they are, who they've been, it does trickle down the bloodline. And either we want to be just like our parents or nothing like them and break those karmic curses. And maybe that is what you came here to do, is break certain karmic curses or karmic patterns that have been trickling down your bloodline for years. Oh, I just got chills up my legs. Wow. That's deep, you guys. All right, numerology. You got 2323, endless cycles. Charisma, communication, society, movement, journey, repetitive circumstances and patterns. See, we were just talking about breaking those karmic patterns. Maybe it's time for you to break those patterns, right? There's some truth to resistance to accept over and over again until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live your life to live life, I'm sorry. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Life is all about passion, and there's that passion again. Great passion. Wow. Life is all about passion. Then you make a change and the world around you follows. Wow. Wow. It begins with you, right? It begins with you to make those changes. Guys, that was so deep. All right, my Librans, I hope you enjoyed your reading. That is the end of your reading. I hope it was helpful and it resonated. If it did, please hit that like button. And then if you want to leave a comment, I would love to respond. And if you're not a subscriber, you can be a subscriber and you can hit that little bell and it'll let you know when my next reading comes out for you. Mercury retrograde, it'll be a hard time communicating through all these videos. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, you guys. Thank you so, so much. Love and light.